So welcome to We Are Napier, the podcast that shares alumni stories, sets resilient skills into context, and prepares you for a changing world. So my name's Dave Jarrold. I'll be your host for this episode, and I'm joined today by Riya Gote. Riya, welcome. How are you?
Hello, I'm all good. Thank you for having me here. And as we say in India, namaste.
Oh, namaste. Great to see you. So let's just talk time zones for a second, because I know we're in different parts of the world. So for me, it's just gone 9 o'clock in the morning. How about you?
So here it's 1:30 in the afternoon. I just had my lunch and I'm all set for the podcast.
Fantastic. So rather than me trying to explain, I'll get you to introduce yourself if I can and tell us a little about what it is that you do.
Yeah, sure. So I'm founder of Scriberlee. So I have my headquarters in Singapore and corporate office in Pune. I'm a writer and trainer by profession. I have written lots and lots of content, and I have trained students and employees as well. I have conducted trainings on personality development, soft skills, communication, in different corporates and also in universities, out of which one was PSB Academy, from where I completed my master's under Are Napier University in Singapore. And so just a fun fact, I realized that I can be a good writer when I was pursuing my course, ENU course, back in Singapore, and we had lots of assignments. And being someone from India, that was something new for me. And we had to research on our own, and we had to come up with our own assignment, and we had to write introduction and stuff in the assignment. So that's where it clicked me that I can be a good writer. So thank you, ENU, for finding that, what I would say, finding that thing inside me. And that's where I am today as a writer. I was featured in Forbes India as the young woman entrepreneur for providing quality content, and a few other newspapers as well. So I would definitely like to thank ENU. I'm really grateful for helping me find my inner self and what I want to be in my professional life. Yeah.
Excellent. No, that's fascinating. That's one of the things I was wanting to ask you about how you, so what's kind of got you to where you are and what kind of motivated and drove you. And I think it's fascinating that when we take on a new experience and it uncovers something that we didn't know about ourselves and highlights even more things. So what was it that kind of motivated you to do the course that you did at Napier, and how, what brought you to that point in your life, in your career?
Okay. So actually, I completed my engineering back in India in electronics and telecommunication. And I was sure on one thing, that I don't want to end up in technical field. So I wanted to do something related to management for my master's. And I wanted to explore different fields. So I was searching on courses, and I came across this MSc in International Business Management course, which was running under ENU, Scotland. But the good part was they had the same course in Singapore as well. So that was my first ever time I left India. I went abroad for my studies, and that was something I would say a big step, a big leap in my journey, where I moved out of India. So instead of going to UK, I chose Singapore because it is close to India, so I can travel frequently. And so when it comes to writing, I already mentioned, right, from where I got the motivation to be a writer, because of my assignments. But a few of my professors, they really influenced me to be a trainer. And also my mom, she was director in one of the Pune-based universities. So she was my motivation and driving force behind me being the trainer as well. So so ENU actually helped me to find out what I want to do in my life, to be a trainer and a writer. So actually, in Indian families, it is like you grow up, you graduate, and then you join a decent job, 9-to-5 job. But I wanted to do something different. So I started my journey as a freelance writer. I helped my friends, for that matter, to complete their assignments. And I'm revealing the secret now after 6-7 years. But yeah, ENU it has played a huge role to help me get down on my career and to start my journey as a writer and a trainer. And one thing what motivated me again is the way, my professors, they used to travel from Scotland to Singapore, and that was fascinating for me. I was like, oh my God, they get to travel so much. If I be a trainer one day, I might go and travel places. So it was grateful for me. One PSB Academy from where I graduated my ENU course, they invited me as a speaker. It's been exactly 1 year. So I traveled, and it was like a dream come true for me. So yeah, ENU has given me a lot.
Fantastic. So you reveal the secret, but we won't reveal the names of those students. So we'll keep that we'll keep that under wraps. And you still travel. So you split your time now between Singapore and India. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Is that work in both areas? Is that how did that come about?
My traveling to Singapore.
Yeah. Is it work in Singapore? Have you sort of developed connections there?
Yeah, I have. So, okay, I have developed a lot of connections in Singapore, especially with alumni from ENU. When I was in Singapore last year, we had this ENU Alumni Connect, and I visited it. And trust me, again, ENU so it's like a give and take, right? So again, I met few of my colleagues, few of my seniors in the ENU Alumni Meet in Singapore, which helped me boom my business as well. Yeah. Same in India, and I'm happy to share that I have been chosen as the alumni champion for India, like the Maharashtra and few other states as well. So which we would be coming up in the month of September. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I saw that. Congratulations. I think it's fantastic. And that really underscores as well the value of the Napier experience, as you say, not just the learning, not just the personal insights and the directions that it can take you in, but that alumni network. There are so many of us. Again, as I was sharing, I'm also Napier alumni, as are many of the people that are involved in working at the university. And it's such a deep and broad network. It really, there's a vast amount of value within that network. And it's really, really useful to cultivate that.
Yeah, correct. So I'll tell you a fun fact. So there was a time I was flying from Delhi to Pune. So Delhi is the capital of India. Yeah. So there's a quick fun fact. So there was a pilot sitting beside me, and he was like, I guess, 20 years older to me. And we were just having a chit chat. And being a writer, a trainer, I talk a lot. And I love to talk. So, and I love to network as well. So I was chit-chatting with that chap, and out of nowhere, he just asked me about my background, educational background. And as soon as I mentioned I'm ENU graduate, he just pops up saying that, yeah, I was in Scotland for a year or two, and I completed my course in management. So that's how we connected. And I mean, there was an instant smile on my face. I mean, the world is so connected, and seeing the thread as ENU between us, I mean, it definitely opened up a few more opportunities. And yeah, I mean, it's good to meet ENU alumni. So, yeah.
There are a lot of us. It's a great network. So this episode is being timed and is going to be going out during Diwali. So one of the reasons for asking you to join us was to tell us a little bit more about Diwali, so we can share that with our students and with the alumni network. So
about Diwali?
Yeah, if you could tell us a little bit about Diwali and the background to the festival and what it's all about. Some of us know a little bit, some of us know very little. So it'd just be great to understand a little bit more about it.
Okay, great. So first of all, happy Diwali, everyone. Yeah. So Diwali is a festival which is celebrated in India. It is a big festival. So usually what we do is we go to our relatives. We have a lot of sweets, and we have a lot of kind of fried food as well. So So it is basically an event where, again, it's kind of networking with your relative and friends. And this festival, it has religious, what you could say, religious background. So, have you heard about Ramayana? I'm not sure. So there's mythology story in Hinduism where Lord Ram, he returned back to his own house after 14 years. He brought his wife back to his place. So that's the time when Diwali is actually celebrated. So when he was back to his home, everyone, they lit lights, like candles, what we call diyas in our culture. So that's where we celebrate Diwali. It's like a festival where we celebrate good over evil, and we light up all the lamps. So like spread light, spread happiness, spread positivity. So it's an event, a festival where we nurture ourselves, where we spread happiness around us, and we eat lots of food, especially sweets.
It sounds fantastic. So let's stretch that out across the year. So when celebrating Diwali, obviously in India, I would imagine it might have been quite different in Singapore when you were away. What was it like, the experience of Diwali when you're away from India?
Actually, when I was away from India, I celebrated it really in a fun manner, especially in Singapore. So in Singapore, we have a network for Indians. So the amount, like I never celebrated that kind of Diwali in India anytime. But I also, for a moment, I was for at least 3 Diwalis, I was in UK as well, in London. So we had amazing Diwali festival, and it's good to see even people from UK, or for the matter, people from Singapore, they joined us and they also celebrated the festival. So it was nice to light up lamps with them. It was nice to distribute sweets. It was nice to chit chat and spread happiness around. And so in India, I would not get so much ready and just celebrate the festival. But just because I was away from my hometown, just to represent my country, I dressed up, I put my makeup on, and it was actually fun to be in some different country and to spread the culture of Diwali.
Yeah. And again, it comes back for me to that value of the Napier network, is that it's not just about that professional network, but because we've got such a diverse range of students and staff and alumni, that you've got a much greater cultural network as well as a kind of academic and professional network.
Yeah, correct. So when it comes to Diwali, so I was in UK for one Diwali, and it was so nice. Mia and Ashley from ENU alumni team, they did send me a cute small gift for Diwali, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, welcome back. We had a slight technical glitch where we lost each other, but we're now back for the second part of today's podcast. We will keep battling through the internet connection. So the next thing I wanted to ask you about, Riya, was really about the skills that sit alongside our academic and our professional skills. So those personal and professional skills around resilience and team working and organization, and the things that support us both in our studies and in our career beyond, in our life beyond that. And that's part of the remit that I work on at the university. So just really interested to understand from your perspective, what are the kind of personal and professional skills that you found really valuable, and how you've developed those skills?
Okay, interesting question. So initially, I was not a good communicator. When I moved to Singapore and started my course, and I was initially quite afraid to face my professors from UK, because I was afraid if I could get to decode what they're talking, because the way we speak in English and the way they speak in English, you guys speak in English, it's different. And so I was quite afraid, but I inculcated that. And as you were talking about interpersonal skills, yeah, I think I worked a lot on it. I used to chit chat with my professors as well, who used to fly down from Scotland. I used to have a conversation with them. If I stuck on any word, I used to go and ask them, and that's how they helped me develop my communication skills a lot. Trust me, if you had met me, I guess 7-8 years back, then my English was like bizarre. So yeah, they helped me to work on my communication skills. Of course, I worked on it a lot. Second thing which helped me was confidence building. I was a silent kid throughout my academics, still my engineering. I used to not even talk. So today when people meet me, they're like, you are a trainer. I won't believe it. But yeah, I gained my confidence from seeing my professors, my mother, and talking to Piotr, who was a program coordinator. I mean, they helped me to gain confidence. They used to give us team building exercises as well while we had a course going. And those team building exercises, they helped me, and for that matter, even my friends, to build confidence. And so we also learned a lot about self-belief, staying away from our country and to pursue the course. I guess self-belief was important to survive. Again, coming back is they helped us gain clarity on a future career by giving us team building activities. We had a lot of conversational lectures. It was not just one-way lecture from the professor. We used to have conversational lectures that helped us to learn negotiation skills as well. So and after my course, the good part was none of my professors, or for that matter, even alumni team, they ever said we won't entertain you. So even after my course was done, I was continuously in touch with my professors and at team at ENU. They supported me a lot even after I completed my course, may it be in polishing my communication skills, may it be in helping me in my confidence building. The one thing they taught me is how reading is important for communication, and also how it develops your mindset. So for positive mindset, so it's like professors, they do tell thousands of things, right? It's on you what you choose from it for yourself and how you develop it. So I think that was the catch. Yeah, that was the catch. And I really worked hard on it. It's not an overnight success for sure. I slogged a lot for that to make myself a better person by working on 4 C's, which is clarity, courage, confidence, and communication. Yeah.
It's amazing. It sounds like your experience here has been really, or your academic experience and your time has been really transformational, to go from someone who was unconfident, who wouldn't speak, to someone who's clearly very confident and a fantastic speaker and a trainer and a communicator. It sounds like an absolute transformation.
Absolutely, it is. And I'm really blessed to choose the course under ENU and to pursue the course. I mean, it changed me a lot.
That's incredible. And the other message that I'm hearing in that is that when you go to university, that's the place to ask questions and to make mistakes and not be afraid of getting it wrong, because there isn't any wrong. It's all learning. And the more you ask, the more you get, I guess.
Correct. And all the professors, they were always ready to help us, may it be regarding studies, may it be also regarding building our own personality. And the interesting part was, so back then I was someone who was really not ready to face interviews. So today I do take sessions on interview skills and resume writing. But back then, a few of my professors, they gave me their time and they gave me a one-on-one session wherein they taught me how I should speak for my interviews. Like we had role plays with our professors, which really grilled us and groomed us to be a better communicator, to be a confident person, to face the interviews, may it be verbal communication, non-verbal communication, the way we should write the email for interviews, I mean, to apply for the jobs. So they gave us immense support even after we completed our masters, and that was amazing. Like usually, I don't know about other universities, but yeah, in ENU, it is something you really gain a lot, the insights for your career building. So they're always striving hard how they can be better for students. And I think every student can take the leverage to make themselves a better person when it comes to go in the market and to get placed, right? So ENU has supported me a lot, and I think it will have ongoing support towards other students as well. It's on the student how to leverage those skills. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think that's part of Napier's legacy. And as an applied university, it's very much connected with careers and with the outside world. And so that we're not just providing an academic education and a certificate, but it's an experience and a preparation for what comes next. So it's great. And I know lots of the academic staff are really tuned into that. And obviously we've got the support services as well. You know, shout out to my careers colleagues who do a lot of that interview preparation and that work as well. So yeah, it's something I think Napier takes pride in, and then genuinely does deliver a really supportive wraparound service for that holistic experience. But that doesn't take away from the fact that you drove that for yourself. So you did that. You know, the services and the support is there, but the services and support can be there, and if you don't take it up, then you won't get that benefit. So I think the credit for developing and the credit for the transformation that you experienced is yours, because you're the one that made that happen for yourself.
Yeah, correct. So it's on the student how you leverage the skills, right? I mean, the professors can help us give the glass of water in our hand, but it's on us when we drink the water. So yeah.
Absolutely. So my final question, Riya, and this is the final question we throw out to everyone that we do these episodes with, is if you were graduating to tomorrow, you're walking out the hall with that scroll in your hand, what would the one piece of advice that you would give to yourself be for that new graduate walking out of the hall?
Okay, I'll say self-confidence is superpower. Once you start believing in yourself, the magic starts happening. So open your wings and fly high. And you can definitely rely on ENU, and stay in touch with your professors even you're done with your course. That will definitely help you in your career ahead. Yeah.
Definitely. I love that. Well, listen, Riya, I really love talking to you today. I really appreciate your time. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here today. And I wish everyone all the best. I wish all the watchers to fly high in their life, in their career. And thank you so much, ENU. I'm blessed to be here today. Thank you, Dave, for your time, for hosting this. You were an amazing host. And God bless everyone. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks, Riya. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.